Hello and welcome back to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily. And y'all, today we are going to get into, because they released this trailer about 2 days ago for the World episode Final Will, the official trailer for the full-length album by ATEEZ. We are going to get into it. Okay, we are going to get into it. We are going to theorize. We are going to hypothesize, and we are going to get into it. But before we get into it, okay, on this channel, we are in solidarity with all of our indigenous brothers and sisters all around the world. And right now, they're going through some things they shouldn't be going through. Okay, so we gotta highlight what's going on before we get into this reaction. Okay, because we is gonna get into it. But before we do that, we gotta bring some real world issues into the. We gotta discuss. So the first real world thing that is affecting indigenous people in the Congo or the Democratic Republic of the Congo or the DRC is the theft of their natural resources and the oppression of the Congolese people to mine these natural resources for outside companies, foreign entities, and foreign governments who are using scare tactics, fear tactics, unaliving tactics, and assault tactics to intimidate and force them to mine for little to no money their own natural resources, and thus crippling their economy in the process. It has affected millions of people in the DRC or the Congo, and it has caused the unaliving of millions of people in the DRC or the Congo. So, free Congo. And then we have the ongoing issue going on in Palestine that we are seeing unfold through various forms of social media. The war crimes being committed, the atrocities, the deaths, unfortunately, of innocent men, women, and children, the forcible shutdown of hospitals due to lack of medical supplies, lack of electricity, lack of fuel to power generators. And also we're seeing the starvation of the Palestinian people because no water aid is allowed to get through, no food aid, and no supply aid is allowed to get through as of right now. There are actively missiles being dropped. There is the occupational forces shooting at innocent civilians, unfortunately. There are people being forced to be evacuated from the northern part of the Gaza Strip all the way to the southern part, and that is hours of walking in the cold without adequate food and without adequate drink and without adequate transportation because people's cars got destroyed in the missile strikes. People don't have horses because those got destroyed as well by tanks. People do not have even donkeys or other modes of transportation to get by. And we have the elderly, we have children, we have disabled people, and we have people who are injured who have been discharged from hospitals that had to shut down because they just can't hold them and they can't stay because it's not safe for them to stay, or they could possibly be unalived. So please do your best to be educated about what's going on in Palestine and the Congo, and remember free Congo and free Palestine. And then we also do have the issues going on in Sudan. These issues are influenced by foreign governments who are playing militia groups to stir up trouble. These militia groups have been behind the civil war. These militia groups are aided, again, by foreign governments who have interests in the region. And they are committing acts of genocide and ethnic cleansing. It is causing thousands and millions of people to be displaced and thousands of people to be killed every day. So also free Sudan. And now that we have addressed what is going on in just a few portions of the world with our indigenous brothers and sisters, and unfortunately there are even more, but we want to highlight these three since my government is directly behind these three. Yep. And so it is my duty as a person who is from the United States, who is currently, really, our country was founded on settler colonialism, where the government stole land from indigenous. I don't want to say we, because my ancestors wasn't a part of that, but the government of the United States stole this land from indigenous people. So to not speak on what is happening with indigenous people around the world is to be complicit in my eyes. So I got to speak on it. So yeah, now that y'all are now aware, if you weren't before, about what is going on around the world with the indigenous peoples, if you didn't know before, now you know. But now that we have gotten into the seriousness of what is going on in the real world, we're going to take the time to have some brevity with entertainment, okay? Because we need brevity in times like this, when you're dealing with serious issues, when you are learning about serious things, we are seeing the images coming out of these regions. We have to have a moment where we look at something entertaining, and then we go right back into absorbing more information about what's happening in the real world. But before we get into this reaction, we are going to give our lovely patrons on Patreon their shout out. So the first patron shout out does go out to Genoviva. The second patron shout out does go out to Avi. The third patron shout out does go out to Cloverme. The fourth patron shout out does go out to Sammy. And the fifth and final patron shout out does go out to Renaya. And I want to thank you all so much for your support on the channel. And just thank y'all so much for holding it down on the Patreon for me. Thank y'all. Y'all are so very much appreciated. And yeah, y'all, your support is so very much appreciated. And also a big shout out to all the subscribers on the YouTube channel. Thank y'all so much for your support as well. It really does mean the world to me. I appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments. I see them all. Like, I haven't been in the headspace to comment on in the last couple of weeks. But thank y'all. It is seen and the love is felt. I love y'all down. For real, for real. But yeah, y'all, we're going to get into this reaction. And we're going to see what exactly ATEEZ got in store for us in this era. Because the world episode final will. What do they got in store for us, y'all? Because I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have for us. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. I know that much. Okay. Oh, goodness. Did it, like, rewind? It did. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh. Oh. Somebody got taken? Okay, so they're letting us know that we're in university. Okay. Been new, but yeah, it's good to be reminded. Okay, Seonghwa and San. Oh, okay. And the children. Okay, we at the school. Okay. Oh. Hmm. What? What? What does it all mean? What does it all mean? What does it all mean? Okay, I'm like, we know we're in university. We know that ATEEZ or university ATEEZ is nowhere to be found. They are MIA. They got God. And I'm like, okay. And they're currently in suspended animation, I do believe. So we got Universe A ATEEZ basically in their place. But they're getting closer to finding where they're at. And then we got Hongjoong at the school where they're indoctrinating children. And then we got San and Seonghwa at the place where they're taking people that they're kidnapping. And then we got Yunho and Wooyoung. Just like watching everything as it's happening, probably giving information to San and Seonghwa and Hongjoong about where people is at. And if they're like, to avoid them getting caught by the authorities of this totalitarian universe that they in. And then you got Mingi in the car. Don't know exactly where he's at. Maybe he's at the place where the real Universe Z ATEEZ is being held, possibly. And then we got Jongho out here where the elites is at, watching on the screen the events play out. So, it just can go so many different ways, especially when the girls stay behind. But then when Hongjoong gave her, like, his hand out, she walked past him. I'm not sure if that was like a covert thing to where it was like a signal or some sort. That's why he was smiling. I'm like, it's giving something. It's giving me theories. But I don't know what to expect from this comeback. But I got a lot of theories here that's going on in the brain. Okay, like I got a lot of theories. I just, I can't yet put them into words. But I got some theorizing that I'm doing here. But it's still giving very much 1984, very much Fahrenheit 451. Very much what's going on right now in the real world, actually. With the amount of misinformation and they want to suppress voices and whatnot. Wow, ATEEZ is right on time. Dang, ATEEZ is right on time. ATEEZ is right on time. I gotta say, dang, the parallels is paralleling. Like, wow. Okay, wow. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It is really like art is really imitating life. Wow. Did not really realize that till just now, but yeah. But in terms of the ATEEZ universe, or the Universe A and Universe Z universes, I don't know, because Universe A ATEEZ has some form of powers. It's like the pirate ATEEZ. So, because they can travel through universes and time. And at least San and I believe Wooyoung, so they're able to fly. So I'm assuming that they got some type of powers that they have yet to truly tap into and that have yet to be like fully shown. So I'm like, and I'm still thinking that Universe A ATEEZ also has other powers that we haven't seen as well. So it can go any kind of a way in terms of the way they choose to do the music video and what they choose to show us about how they behave in this universe. But it's still just, I can't put my finger on it. I got so many theories, but I'm just have to wait until the video comes out because it's like a little, but not enough. And they still have the Hall ATEEZ, the cult that was created after University ATEEZ disappeared. And it's the fact that Yeosang is still amongst them. And that kind of makes sense because in the Holoseum music video, like he was like one of the people that was interacting with that sect of people, that cult of people. And I'm just wondering how they play a part in this as well. Like, what do they know? What can they do? And what kind of power do they hold in this universe? Because that hasn't fully been explained. Like, even though they're the witnesses, like, what exactly kind of power do they fully hold in this universe now that Universe A ATEEZ has taken over the lives of the missing Universe Z ATEEZ? Yeah, I'm really curious how that's going to be connected. If they're going to address it this era or wait until the next one. Because I'm so curious. Okay, like, and it's kind of like they're hiding in plain sight since they're kind of like wanted a little bit for what they did in the events that happened in the Bouncy Beats video. Like, they're kind of wanted. They're kind of being a little bit hunted. Just a little bit. The government's on higher alert. So I'm like, we're gonna see. We're gonna just see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, y'all, that is my theory. So we've reached the end of this video. So if y'all stay until the end of this video, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, you're subscribed on the channel. Once again, I want to thank you so much for being a subscriber. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, do not forget to do so if you would like to. And also, if you're watching this on Patreon, once again, thank you so much for being a patron on a Patreon. It is so very much appreciated. And yeah, y'all, like, I'm gonna see you on the next video. I'm gonna see you on the next video. Don't forget to stay educated about what's going on in the world with the indigenous peoples, our indigenous brothers and sisters all around the world. Okay. Okay? Do not forget to stay educated. Do not forget to drink your water if you haven't drunk enough water today. And do not forget to eat if y'all have not yet eaten a meal today. Do that, for real. And until next time, y'all, see y'all in the next video. Bye.